least this time I felt way better about it this time because it was technical difficulties, not
a talent issue.
Yeah. First time is pure talent issue. Just
Well,
be
it wasn't
careful.
even a talent issue, but it was.
We weren't prepared. We didn't come prepared in the least bit, but finally doing it. Just easy, man. Just leave it.
Hey, bud, fuck off. Dude,
keep an eye on.
You know what we
keep
did?
an eye on the. Keep an eye on the.
I'm watching it. You know what we fucking did was we broke down candy. We did a bracket. And you want to know what?
Out of here with that shit.
And you want to know what was terrible about it? We had the wrong number of teams.
Yeah, we didn't do a right bracket.
No, I mean, because really, like, I'm not that much of a sports guy, and I don't even think about like why in the NHL there's only 8 teams that make it on each side.
16 in the playoffs.
Well, no, I understand now, having made my own bracket for the first time.
Yeah, got to be grouped up because 10.
I knew we were fucked doing that though.
We're doing a triple threat match in the champ. That's what we did. It was a triple threat.
It was a triple threat in the semis.
See, and then that doesn't create the same.
We did some forced ass special guest referee too, and I forgot who that was.
I said Crunch Bar.
You said Crunch Bar first. And like I can confidently say I don't even remember you ever eating a Crunch Bar as a kid.
Yeah, I did though. I liked them. I like the texture.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that would gross you out of all people.
Yeah. No.
I definitely got burnt out of them. You know, it was kind of one of those things where you know, I ate a lot of them one Halloween and I just couldn't do any more.
Not me, man. They used to give them out if you had the most hits in a game for hockey.
Yeah.
It was
what?
Pee-wees, yeah.
Stop.
So we got rewarded. It was house. It was house.
Why were you playing house in Not that there's anything wrong with that, but were you playing house in Pee-wee?
Yeah. It was summer.
Oh, okay, that's fair then.
Maybe it wasn't though. It would no. What it was is I had just finished a season of goalie, so I think it was that summer I wanted to skate out just for fun because I wanted to hit. So then what happened was if you had the most hits in the game, I've got this story all fucked. I was goalie. It was a summer league and I was goalie and I was pissed because that Crunch Bar, they gave me one because I had a shutout, and then I wanted my hands on some more Crunch Bars, but I didn't qualify every game because
if you got a shutout every game,
hits.
Yeah, but if you got a shutout every game.
Well, it was a one-time thing though. It was like the first time no one got that many hits.
How many shutouts did you get?
Shit, I don't know. Enough.
How many Crunch Bars did you get?
I mean, you saw what I looked like back then. Enough to keep me fluff. Enough to keep me fluff.
Yeah, we're both definitely had stints of issues.
Fluff.
I'm just coming off of one, dude. I still have a few layers that I'm just excited to get rid of it.
Yeah. Me too. It's been a long time coming for me. Like, I feel like I'm close, but
yeah, you're there. You're pretty bodied up.
Well, no, I wouldn't say I'm bodied up. I think where I'm at right now is it just looks like I look like a body.
Nope, you don't.
Like a normal body.
Nope.
That has like a bag, like the loose skin.
No.
I feel like a little bit of loose skin.
Nope. You know what you look like?
Huh.
You look like a swimmer. Or a diver, dude.
A diver?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that.
You don't. And what I'm going to tell you that we need to do is we need to be packing on the protein.
Jesus Christ.
We need to get you on some creatine.
What, are you going to sell me something too from your multi-level marketing scheme?
No, but I'm glad you brought that up because
we both need to apologize.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly
feel so stupid.
I don't feel stupid because of how much I learned from it.
I feel stupid because I didn't make a sale.
Yeah, you should feel a little dumb.
I didn't make one sale.
I basically just harassed people on Facebook, like either people I knew pretty well, people I didn't know at all.
Yeah, this was you. Hashtag, hey guys,
fuck you if you don't take Advocare.
check this out. I've got this really good product if you're trying to get really, really strong like me. And and it's like a picture of you with like a mirror, and you're like, I've got this really good product. I take it every day, and you capitalize every, and then you're like,
No days off.
hashtag no days off. But like,
Hashtag
even when you're
team.
sweating, if Instagram stories were around then, there's no way we
I would've
would
been
be
let back
able. No, there's no way we would be able to be taken seriously on this kind of format, even though the goal is not to be taken seriously. People aren't even going to listen to laugh because they are going to purely think that you're like just here to talk shop, talk fitness.
Fitness?
The road we were kind of both heading down. It makes sense why I lost so many Facebook friends over the years, because all my posts, all my memories are like when they used to ask you what you were doing on Facebook, like it would say like Zach is ... So what I would write is Zach is ... But I would follow up with that ... So I'd say is bored. So it would say Zach Weber 2009 is bored.
Dude, I had a hilarious moment today where I just got shit on.
Pull that up.
I took such... I don't even need to pull it up, dude. I think I memorized it because I've seen it so many times.
God, that was an L. I remember seeing that originally, and that
Here, I'm going to pull it up.
because no one really talked shit on your page up until like recently. It's been an Instagram era thing for you.
I
haters.
really haven't even had that many haters. There's been like a couple of people that I've had to block, but what I struggle with way more than that are like all the crypto guys and like the entrepreneur people.
So many. It's flooded with them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing with that, I think, was when I was getting featured a lot on those Instagram accounts, like the Flex Instagram accounts, because I was posting a lot of like just bullshit.
You were
that
a
I would
douche,
buy.
but it's all good.
Well, I was kind of like I wasn't trying to be a douche.
You were doing the Floyd Mayweather approach.
I wasn't trying to be Floyd. I was just trying to. I think
You were pulling up on Flex Avenue.
I just didn't realize. I just didn't even think. I wasn't even thinking.
This fucking guy. This guy. We're talking about a guy who jumps off the face of the earth for Instagram for like 2.5 years, comes back on just hot as all hell. Just
you know what my bio was for a minute when I first pulled it back up? Where's my blue check mark?
oh, gee,
And like the people who I originally followed that followed back, like people that know me, man, reach out and you deserve some sort of a gift basket, because
well.
dude,
Now let's get into that though. Like, were you being serious? Because I don't remember that bio.
no, I wasn't being serious at all.
That's your
but,
problem with
like,
your sense of humor though. Like where people, I think where the disconnect is, and I think I run into it. Are we good still?
Go ahead, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I was pulling up
Floor's
this
still mine?
comment.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Just trying to pull that
I'm
out.
just making sure there's no more TDs. But
No more touchdowns.
yeah, your sense of humor
I have 69 people, 69 that are online chatting on fucking Facebook Messenger right now.
nice,
69.
nice.
Right?
Says a lot about probably your Facebook friends.
Why? How?
Well, because I think when like when 69 was
70
cool,
now.
when
I have
69
70 now.
all right, it's not cool anymore. Let's move on.
Get on with why
Your sense of humor is
or on that.
you've got a very intelligent sense of humor sometimes, but sometimes
Thanks,
you're
man.
thinking outside the box a little too far, to where people have a hard time grasping it to where it doesn't seem like a joke anymore. You know what I mean? Like when the content, and this is what I'm dealing with the fucking comment about the Instagram model thing I posted on my story.
Yeah, dude.
It's because, all right, my bio is aspiring Instagram model. Now, I mean, if you think that's what I'm going for, then God bless you.
You are a good-looking guy, though.
But not like, not.
No, dude, you're a good-looking guy. You're top probably 10.
Top 10 of all time?
I mean, just like people in this room.
There's 2.
So.
I mean, you got Benjamin. I mean, that's strictly, the point being is, and then especially with like my captions too, like I try and be funny on my captions, but yet people still comment and be like, hey man, like you should probably get some photography. If you're really trying to do this Instagram model, like I don't know if you've seen like some of the guys in Europe that are doing it, but they're doing it a little differently.
I was dying, dude, at that.
I look at the guys, like if you're trying to up your followers and go on over to his, and he's got the 250 followers or something like that. But he took really good pictures. You know what I think he was? Is I think he was trying to promote.
You're being salty.
I think he was trying to promote his page.
You're being salty right now.
I am.
You know what I had? You know what? Speaking of being critiqued like that on the photograph thing, like I
don't feel like my quality's that bad.
Well, I don't either. But I got that one time from one of those like luxury flex pages.
Yeah.
That was like, yo, you need to make these pictures a little more clear. And I'm like, dude, you fucking called me. Like, don't.
You're on my page.
You're the one calling me using my pictures. Like, I'm not.
To get people to click on it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not calling you.
And hey, by the way, hey, anyone that follows my Instagram, that comments on my shit, saying, hey, join my squad and you're trying to build your page, no one's watching. No one's clicking, because I clap all of you guys back, and I've not ever received a DM from someone I know personally that has said, dude, that was hilarious. No one sees it. No one sees your bitch ass comment. Stay the fuck off.
Dude, yeah.
Fair?
I had to delete my. I'm not even allowing comments.
Yeah, because, that's right.
Yeah, dude, because I was only getting.
Which is a bummer, because I used to always try and like throw out like a good. I always have a good comment for every one of your pictures.
Yeah, I know. I think though that.
That goes in your DMs and I get blasted.
I think that I think it's honestly hilarious to not have comments, you know? But like the thing was with it that I was getting a little frustrated with was that I would get responses from people on my post, but they would DM me a response. So like girls would never comment on the thing. They would just send me in a direct message with their little thing.
Yeah,
or
so
like,
no one can see it, so you have no proof.
Whatever. I don't know what their deal is with it. Like, but, or even,
you.
No. This is before all of that. Like, before I deleted my, or disallowed comments. Even when comments were on, people that I knew were DMing me whatever they were going to say
like
about my
LOL
picture.
or something.
Yeah, like what you're doing right now, where you send me my post in a direct message with some bullshit, is what people have always done. But then, like on the actual picture itself, it would be like somebody in Iran or Iraq, fucking that's a Forex trader or a Bitcoin gangster,
Bitcoin expert,
or whatever.
They have a little symbol on it.
Man. This is not the look I'm going for.
Yeah, my Instagram is just flooded with just like, I don't even know. It's not a lot of people I personally know, because over the years I've been with moving around all the time, I was just kind of a douche about it. Like I was like, I haven't seen this person in years, so I'm going to unfollow them. That was my rationalization.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, I don't know them. I'm not going to see them. They have nothing to gain from me. I've got nothing to gain from them, kind of thing. Not a good way to live. I don't recommend that at all. And I'm getting better about that now, and I'm trying to, like actually, still keep in touch with people I used to know and whatnot. But
I think most people just forgot I even existed.
me too. You think oh man, you think they forgot about
All right,
you.
dude, let's get back to this comment where I got roasted. So this is 7 years ago, July 27, 2011. And I posted, I hate this new Facebook. Let's all just switch back to MySpace. Which, obviously, I mean, everybody's still... Like, I know Facebook's probably taking a backseat to Instagram and Twitter, probably.
Except for Facebook owns it.
But, like, as far as people actually being on it and,
Yeah.
like, using that platform, I understand the business side of it, but what my buddy that I went to high school with, who was on our hockey team, commented, "Yeah, go switch. We'll meet you over there in a sec." I read that today at like 6 in the morning, and I was laughing out loud.
Oh man.
I think I see it every single year, and I just am dying every time I see it.
I think the funniest part is that your post got like 4 or 3 likes,
Yeah,
and then his
dude.
got 18.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's the best part, dude. And like,
Oh, that sucks.
and all of these people were like, that liked his thing. I would say half the people that
Probably don't
liked,
even know him.
that liked his comment don't know him.
They're
And that's,
really-
and that's how you know he fucking won, dude. Because
Yeah.
everybody,
Dude, what I picture that being like in real
God,
life is people
dude.
just being like, fuck that guy.
yeah, dude, that's exactly what that was.
Like-
That was very Tom Segura of you.
Yeah.
It sounded a lot like that.
That was kind of like where I pictured him doing that. Just like, fuck this guy. Click like.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I took an L, dude, big time. But you know what? I haven't taken. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I've taken my fair share of L's.
Yeah. As far as probably like social media L's like that.
Well,
no,
like
but-
in talking shit, I don't lose a lot. But Keenan was very funny and witty, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Anyways, so what are we doing here? Let's maybe explain a little bit about
Oh yeah, like
What
get
we're
into
doing.
why we're doing a pod.
the who, what, where, and the why on our sales pitch. So here's why you guys should listen in.
Well, I mean, honestly, for me, it's like
You just want to hear the pepper in the voice.
they've got filters and effects that you can put on,
Make yourself sound like a narrator.
or an alien.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. But for me, this is a real good outlet. I think it is a fantastic way to express myself in like the truest form.
Yeah.
Where it's just you and I talking, and it's not. I mean, nobody's listening. Not a
Yeah.
single person is listening to this, and it's just us in a room.
Well, and I think my thing with it is like not only like we hope maybe it'll help be an escape for someone as soon as they do decide to listen, but aside from being an escape for other people, it's kind of like an escape for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, and it's such a creative outlet for us to collaborate on and just be like,
Not have to just be so serious all the time with business and
yeah, I mean, because a lot of people don't realize how tight we are and how intertwined we are in business and all the stuff that we do with that.
yeah.
But you know, it's great to be able to connect on this level and just talk some shit, and then creatively, I mean, come up with
Right.
different content, get into different shit, learn different shit.
Yeah, it's kind of just like it's like a fun project that like you don't know how it's gonna go, but you're gonna do it.
It's just it's more like a vocal diary, I think.
Yeah.
Of just getting into like.
I think honestly,
that we're doing.
as it gets easier to do, like with the app and everything that you can get like and do it all on, I think it's gonna be like another form of social media, like it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna take over anything. I just think it's gonna be a part of it. You know, to where like more and more people are doing it, vocalizing their opinions by having a discussion, which I think is way more beneficial than like. Because how many times do you text someone, or you text
right
a
fucking
girl,
now, dude?
and it's probably being misread.
It was a time and a place, so I fucking hope not, dude. And it was not to a chick. It was to Dallas.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Dallas.
He'll tune in, dude.
Yeah, we'll get him. We want to get Dallas in here. We want to get some of our boys in here and just have a good time, talk some shit, laugh, maybe get into like we can always count Justin in for some deep, like just some good deep.
Well, I would
random ass thoughts.
I would say that the bulk of this podcast though is just gonna be us. Like as far as having guests and stuff.
No, but that's what I mean. Like our, like Dallas is, he would just be hanging around.
Yeah,
helping us around with everything and filling in some good points here and there.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun. It's been fun. Like it's been a fun project, like learning how to like set it all up and get comfortable, because man, dude, I struggle with a big time with public speaking.
Well, what's so crazy about...
You don't.
Well, I do.
No.
I do, dude. Big time. Big time.
You can move a crowd.
Big time. I know, but I'm like, every time I get up there, or every time I'm about to get up there, I'm freaking out, dude. Until my mouth opens, and only if I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so is that it for you? Is it a confidence thing in the words? Do you have confidence in your words? But you don't, because like for me, I don't like how I look when I talk. Like I'm self-conscious right fucking now.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I've made it this far, even being able to talk, because I like my voice does that shake, Dude,
I was just about to say it starts doing that. It starts.
You sound like
doing what?
It's a fucking dude. You know what it sounds? It's such.
Can I hear the one more time? Dude,
that one was for the ladies. No, that one, dude. It's that voice. It sounds so bitch. It sounds like you just got. It sounds like you're about to go swimming for the first time of the year, but it's like a month early.
It sounds like you're about to get in a fight with your teacher or your manager.
Yes, and like, yes, because you're real nervous and you can't hit them or do anything.
Yeah,
but you're like, I'm gonna. You're just fucking like,
and you're seeing the shakes. You're just shaking a lot.
I get like that, dude. I get like that. Justin and I got in an argument this morning.
No, dude, we got into a fight and we almost actually just said, fuck all this.
Yeah, we did.
But
it was, yeah. Well, just because we just talk so much shit, like, and I'm bad at this. I got to get better at it. But like, I talk a lot of shit just for fun, because it's been such a part of it was like such a part of my childhood. I got roasted all the time, and then like I had to learn how to like take getting roasted, and then I roast back. But then there's always that line, and you never know the line until you crossed it, and then you're like, ah, shit, that was the line.
Yeah, well, the hard part is just being able to say like, damn, that was the line. I just crossed it. Yeah. My bad.
My thing is with talking shit is like, no holds barred until you cross the line, and if you cross the line, it doesn't have to be right away, but like at some point apologize just for crossing the line.
Yeah. Well, I think
even if they have a low line and they're a bitch, whatever.
The thing is what scares me is like how quickly and how close everything always is to becoming physical. I mean, not necessarily with us because
we have self-control with that, but
I think we just have a lot of respect for each other in the sense that
we've seen each other both do physical activities, so we know that like here's the thing, dude. If we were to fight, like, we don't want to...
Bad things would happen if we fought.
Not even, dude. It would be like a 15-minute... Like, it wouldn't be like a normal street fight. It'd be like a technical fucking...
Yeah, no, I don't think so, dude. If we were mad...
Yeah,
if I'm mad, yeah. Like, I think if we did a sparring match for charity, or if we ended up like if we both in some alternate universe, were UFC fighters and fought against each other, or MMA fighters in any league, fought against each other, that I could see.
Yeah.
But if you and I were talking shit and you said some shit that was over the line and I snapped and got physical and then you got physical in retaliation, it is not a fucking dance around.
Well, the problem is this, though. It's like you look at that 50 Cent beef with what's his name? Floyd. You know, like, they have such a history together. They know each other so well on such a personal level, which is the most dangerous time to argue. So, like, the problem is with you and I, for instance, like, I know it all. And I don't know where that line is because, like, for me personally, anymore, there's, like, maybe one or two things that would, like, actually get me to snap. And that's, I don't even know if, I think I might have cut it down to one. And I don't even know what that one thing is. I'm just sure it's there. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, nothing will get me to snap. What gets me to snap is when... I don't like getting mocked.
Here's the thing, dude. I don't think a single like trigger to get me to snap. You know, like I don't like being disrespected, obviously, like anybody, but at the same time, like, that's not going to get me to want to fight somebody if they disrespect me. You know, if they disrespect me, they continue to disrespect me, and then they get in my face, and they do that limp, dude. You know that limp I'm talking about? Where it's lean, like that, dude. That lean just getting up, and it's like...
They look like they're about to bark at you.
Yeah, well, you know what it's like?
That might happen tonight at the club.
Yeah, right. No, it's like the guy who's in that fucking movie, dude. The creepy butler guy, Jeeves, maybe not Jeeves, but we can call him Jeeves, and he's real short. He's hunched over. I think it's Scary Movie 2. Remember that? He had the creepy hand. He had a creepy hand. I just hope here's the thing. I hope somebody listens to this podcast and then can tell me what I'm referring to, because I'm pretty sure it's Scary Movie 2.
I don't know.
That's what I'm most excited. Yeah,
if anyone is fucking listening, just reach out and check us on our shit, you know.
You know what else, dude, is a big thing about doing this?
Public speaking, man. What up?
Well, about just doing this is I'm so excited to get into stuff and then, like, have recordings of it.
Well, see, what I'm most excited about is because, like, as people that know us know, we don't necessarily live the most normal life, in the sense, like, we didn't go to college, we went straight into work, so our life has been very...
I went to college for 2 weeks.
All right, so I can't count. It was also community college. Not that, I mean, you can count that, but if you go for 2 weeks to know, you don't even show up to class, you even show up with a pen and paper, you didn't go to college.
Fair.
If you didn't bring a backpack, you didn't go to school.
I had one of those.
You were sitting in the administrator's office.
No, dude. I had one of those drawstring bags.
So college of you, dude.
Yeah, it was.
And that at that year. But no, my point is that, like,
I had some wild.
We have so many conversations that we find interesting and we think other people would find interesting, and since we don't have that same reach of like a bunch of buddies that we can just go to the bar and have drinks with, I think this is going to be a fun way to like open it up and like create like a community, like a community. Yeah,
that was cool how we just did that.
Yeah,
we said community at the same time.
Jinx, you only
soda. Yeah, we do it all the time,
Pumpernickel. There it is. 22.
Dude, that was terrible. I was thinking I was gonna go better. Pumpernickel. We've never actually gotten that on cue though.
No, we're way more like Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum.
Yeah, you're definitely more like Channing Tatum. I know what you were doing there. I get it, dude, and I get it because the fluctuation. I've been real thick. I've been real thin. I've been kind of thin but look thick. Nobody knows really what's going on with me until they see whatever.
Yeah, to whatever movie comes out, to whatever Facebook post or Insta post you make.
Yeah. I mean, I get the Jonah Hill thing, and I get the Alan from the Hangover thing.
Dude, I just saw him on they just did the Coffee, Cars, and Comedians.
Yeah. He looks good.
Yeah, he looked real thin.
You know what he looked really great in? And I could watch this movie. I don't know how many people have seen it, but Out Cold. I think if anybody has seen the movie Out Cold,
it's definitely the people that would be checking this out.
I would maybe want to do like I would want to maybe get a group of people together and just have like 10 movies or 12 movies. 12 movies. Dude, I have an idea. What if we created some sort of group that had 12 movies for the whole year? One movie, it's like a book club, but for movies. But like hilarious movies. Like Out Cold, Grind, Super Troopers, One.
Who's making these rules, man? I think there holds a special place in my heart for anyone that has seen Grind.
Me too, man.
Agree or disagree?
Oh, agree 100%.
I think I like him more as a person because, like,
I do. It's more of an instant connection.
It is, yeah, because it's not like back at that time, like what you compare it to is like popular movie at that time, Dodgeball. I don't feel that with people
who like Dodgeball.
Because everyone likes Dodgeball. School of Rock. Miss Mullins.
If she's the man. If you like School of Rock, like we like School of Rock, then
we just watched it.
We did by choice too.
Grown ass men.
We did it by choice. Do you know Z? And I haven't ever even really fucked around with this in a long time. I have lodged into my finger a piece of hockey stick.
I'm sorry?
I have a piece of hockey stick lodged into my finger.
Like for good?
For keeps. It's been in there since 11 or 12 years old.
You know what, man? That's like Blood Brothers, but for like between you and hockey.
Yeah, it is.
God, dude, I don't like that because
it can't be good for me. It's been in here for over 15 years, I think. Yeah. I think I was under 10, and I remember exactly how it happened, too. We were playing street hockey.
I don't like that, man.
We were playing... Have you never seen this? This is news?
Yeah.
Really?
It's brand new.
Dude. Yeah, I remember we were playing...
I had no idea.
We were playing street hockey, and I think this was at the time when we were using maybe either wooden sticks or two-piece with a wooden blade.
I could see what happened because I remember like with the heat and everything, and they would chip on the corner
they would
of
have,
the stick.
They would have like roller or street hockey sticks, and they weren't really that. It was just the hockey shop's way of selling people wooden sticks when those were fucking irrelevant.
Yeah.
And BTM was like, yo, I got all these wood sticks. Let's just tell the kids it's for roller hockey. But what happened was they had like this plastic coating over it. And then what? And that would wear down when you hit the driveway.
And then it had like those little wires in it, or the little string.
Yeah, that was the. I don't know. I'm not sure what the technology would be to hold the wood strong, but that's what I think the purpose was.
And then it would crack off in that plastic. Oh, dude, that was the worst.
Yeah, dude. So I am remembering a 2-piece.
Yeah, it was always a 2-piece because you'd get the composite stick.
Yeah, the composite shaft.
Yeah, and then you'd get
that composite
awful blade
shaft.
And it was Easton.
The composite
that did it most of the time.
Shaft.
Easton.
The shaft.
What about it? You're talking about the shaft being the problem?
No.
I was gonna say because that's composite and that's not the wood. You would have You'd have graphite in you, which
this is graphite, dude.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh.
I'm trying to tell you that.
I thought you were saying wooden.
Well, it is, but on the inside of the wood blade is that graphite. Like there's that material that goes. The wood wraps around some shit.
Yeah, I know.
And then when you would wear down
There's
the blade.
something over the wood. I think you got it flip flopped.
Whatever, dude. You either way. When you wore down the blade, it would expose something, and it became a splinter, and then it got lodged into my finger, and I could never get it out. And so then, after a little bit of time, I just associated it with being the blood brother thing, like with the sport, like you were saying. And so I always just thought it was kind of cool that I had like a piece of hockey stick lodged into my finger. Like I just felt I felt a more sincere connection to like what I was doing as a hockey player after the event, though. I felt a more genuine connection to the sport.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool.
It was inside. Yeah, dude. Well, the sport got inside of me. I mean, how many people can say that?
It's in my skin, bitch. Shout out to Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs, dude. That's another one.
Wild Hogs is a great movie.
But yeah, back to the grind thing. Not the movie, not the saying that people that wear AirPods say. But
hold on, guys. First, I need my inspirational moment. If you guys are listening to this,
are you cutting me off to fucking do this?
If you guys are listening to this and you're not working, wake the fuck up,
dude.
Also, if you're not setting your alarm at 4:59 every morning, if you're not up before the sun, you're not going to be successful. The sun does not wait for you. You wait for the sun. You hear me? So I want you to wake up tomorrow, okay? And I want you to eat a bowl of grains. To feed you lots of energy.
What? Who are you? What are you?
Sorry. I'm trying to be an influencer. Sorry. Shit. You give me a microphone. Sorry.
Oh my! I don't even know who you are.
Don't do any of that.
Do you realize?
I have a big problem with Instagram influencers, man. I got beef with them.
Do you realize that I
just have beef with Instagram.
Do you realize that I wake you up 5 days a week?
Yes, sir. Listen, hey, again, when someone tunes in, there's no way I'm the only person that sleeps through their alarm. No matter the volume. I can't be the only person.
Let me ask you this, dude. Out of 10 people that you ask,
I would say 9.
9 people oversleep their alarm?
No, I would say 9 people wake up.
You're saying you're 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
You think there's 1.
You pull 20, maybe you get 2.
That's what that math would suggest. Yeah, but I'm saying
33.
If you say 44,
55.
Out of 100, how many?
10.
Out of 1,200, how many?
No, I would say it's more than that. But, like, a lot of people snooze, though.
I'm not talking about snooze. I'm talking about legit will not... Like, if they lived on their own, they're not going to work. They're not waking up.
I'm definitely probably an outlier.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not 1 out of 10 that if if they lived alone, they're not getting anywhere.
Dude, I wake up every morning
You're
like I was
you're
out drinking
you're
until
fortunate.
3 a.m.
You're fortunate in that you literally have nowhere to be on time, ever.
Yeah, it's true.
Like you have
And I gotta be honest, man. I honestly take that for granted because, like, the minute I do have to be on time somewhere,
you're bitching about it.
I'm
dude.
late and bitching about it.
And you're like, fuck this, dude. I just can't wait to be my own man and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you sound like such an asshole because you don't even have a schedule.
I just don't like I don't know.
You just don't like being told what to
I
do.
don't like formality
Well,
necessarily. Like, I like some.
let me ask you this.
I like an outline.
Do you drink beverages with your pinky up?
Nope. But you do.
Yes, I do. Do you want to know why I do it, though?
Yeah, because it makes you more aerodynamic or whatever bullshit scientific thing you had to say about it.
No, I didn't have
Oh, it helps you drink faster. Or no, it helps you pace the drinking.
Nope.
Doesn't it?
Nope.
Hold on, let me get this. There's something to do with it. You've told me before. I think it's because, honestly, though, you found out after and then just were like, I'm going to keep doing it now.
Well, I mocked it. I used to mock it all the time. And then through
And it became
doing
real.
Well, through doing that, I understood why it happened,
Alright,
and
so
then it
tell
was
us.
really cool. Because when you have a drink and you have it like kind of up, and pinkies are up.
Oh, so you don't spill.
Well, it's just a balancing. It's a way better balancing act where you can just tilt. You can just tilt, as opposed to doing this where you got to manhandle it when it's.
I see what you're saying. It
You're-
kind of.
You're manhandling here, right?
Yeah.
You need to be here because it's all fingers. It's all fingers controlling. So you could have theoretically, you could have a broken wrist and still be able to have your beverage just by using fingers with your pinky up. If you're all here, get this to your mouth.
I mean, just move your arm.
What if you can't? Move your head.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's a problem.
Stick pinky up, move my head. It's all fingers. That's all it is.
But you would need a straw there, though. Okay. How are you moving your wrist like that, though, if it's broke?
I'm not moving my wrist at all.
You just did.
I didn't see it move.
All right, man. Well, anyways, moving on. What were we talking about? We talked about Instagram. Oh, yeah. Dude, I have such a problem with Instagram because I feel like when did social media become the truth? And what I mean by that is, like, people will take a post to such a serious level so quick. When did it become that? Like, why can't it just be a forum for just whatever? But it goes to my original thing with text and the commenting. You don't really know what their emotion is. Like, for me, when I wrote aspiring Instagram model, I thought that was funny.
It is funny, dude.
And then, but like, people look at that and their truth. Like, I'm sure there's so many people. Is it because there's so many, like, foreigners and it's like a language barrier?
It could be that,
But no, but it's so problem here because, like, I had there have been times when I'm posting stuff and then you'll get somebody, I don't know who, but somebody would comment and say, like, well, what do you mean by this, or what does this mean, or what are you thinking here, what are you doing here?
Here's what I think. Here's what I honestly think, dude, because I really think that that is good for the game. I think it's good for the overall picture of the world. And
yeah, but people create, like, unless, like, for instance.
But hear me out, dude. Hear me out. We've got. I think we're going through probably the biggest identity crisis that we as a society have ever faced.
I agree.
We have so many resources at our disposal to use to either collect data or information or figure shit out or innovate. I mean, we just have so many resources. It is astonishing how many resources someone who
It's a good word.
Was what?
Astonishing.
It is astonishing though how much of an advantage like people who were born, you know, like in the 90s have over someone that was born in the 20s or the 30s.
Yeah, I agree, but like I
think what it does is it creates accountability, for people to be. I think it creates a lot of accountability for a lot of reasons. I mean, there's definitely times where I check myself before I post, or somebody checks
you
me
have to
on a post. And
yeah.
I think without social media, a lot of the times those thoughts don't even cross your mind, and so you just do shit.
Right.
You know, like you ask someone who's 50 what they did when they were 20, and it's very different than what kids today when they're 20 are doing. Like, there's a few kids that are fucked up, and they'll lick a frog because they think it'll get them high.
Yeah.
But, and it might, I don't even know because I've never done it. But, I think that that's a minority. I mean, if you look across the board at sports and you look at the kids who are up and coming and the new breed, it's just different.
I mean, I think it's all good. But, like, my main point is, though, is, like, what I mean by the truth, for instance, like you and I, for example. Like, my goal on Instagram is to be funny. Like, you know, like, I just want to have stupid captions. You know, I'm not trying to...
Happy, you're not very funny.
I know, but that's the attempt.
I totally thought... You're gonna finger painting.
I am good. I just don't. That's you. Adam Sandler's your impression.
It's true.
I can't. If you would have said that, then that would have worked. But no. Anyways, back to what I was saying is
the truth.
The truth is that, like, a guy like me, for instance, like if I were a stand-up comedian and then someone saw me on stage and then they were to follow me on Instagram, they're expecting that. They're expecting my page to be stand-up comedy. But you go to my page, say...
Well, you know what you're expecting when you go to your page?
What?
Versace model.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying you're an aspiring Instagram model, so people are thinking...
exactly. But that's the thing. It's like... But
and also the category does say just for fun, which is hilarious.
Yeah, the category said, like, because if I were... There's a model thing on there. If I was serious about modeling, and I would be taking way better pictures. And I'd be using way more hashtags. I'd be doing it differently. I'd probably be taking that guy's advice. I'd be doing those things. But... that's the fun of it, is that, like, I don't want it to be taken seriously. But because I'm not a comedian, that's not what people know me for. Because people know me for nothing because they don't even know who I am. They click on it. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like you can express yourself as much unless...
You have blue check mark?
No, you got what you have to do, and it's difficult to do, but I think you have to implement, like, video stories and actually talk so people get to know you for you, because while social media is good, so many people are just trying to exist on there, and they're just kind of on there. Well, meanwhile, everyone's creating their image of you based off your pictures. So they don't really know you, versus if you have video content or, like, doing what we're doing what Ned does.
There it is.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
But if you're not doing that, then, like, no one knows you. They know your pictures. So, like, they'll look at mine, and, like, we've had conversations with people that they're like, "Oh, you guys are, I totally thought you were a douche, and then I got to know you." And then I'm like, "What do you mean I was a douche?"
And then you're just the coolest guy ever. of all time.
Who, me?
Both of us.
See, now we're...
But see, I'm joking.
That was a demerit.
A demerit?
Demerit. That part of the movie's fucking ridiculous.
And a little racist.
So 2002.
And a little racist. Isn't it?
Yeah. They definitely pushed the envelope more back then, but like no one was upset about it, it seemed like.
Well, I'm kind of upset about it in retrospect.
Yeah.
Because
we grew up in a different time, but not even though.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like it's so different now than
when did the shift
when it
happen
was back then.
When did like when did the sensitive movement happen?
Well, I think the sensitive movement happened as like the Conor, and this is crazy, dude, but it just happened to be around the same time, and I don't really
I think it was a little bit before, but
you think so?
Yeah. Well,
I think Conor McGregor honestly had
a lot to do with the world the way it is.
No, but I think he was a pretty good indicator.
Got Trump in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I think he was a pretty good indicator of what a lot of people were either doing or trying to do or be effective with.
Yeah.
And I think that really helped spark a lot of that type of stuff going on. Like obviously I'm not saying Conor, but there were a lot
right around that time when
a lot of
this come up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean a lot of business people were doing that. And honestly creating kind of like a new age, like a new way of doing things. Mm-hmm. It's like all right.
And by the way, for the record, like I think the world is so much better off now. Like everyone's talking shit about millennials, everyone's talking shit about technology and all these things, but like the only thing it's doing, you look at millennials, we're the most accepting group of people. We complain. Yeah, we're entitled.
I don't know about accepting though. I think it's certain things. It's so selective.
Okay, all right. Millennials, we're not. There's more transparency, I would say. Like with.
Well, we're forced into it because we've grown up with MySpace and Facebook and Twitter.
Like worldly too. Like we don't have that same form of shelter that like.
Someone in the South got.
No, not necessarily. Just someone before like technology, because like now. You know, we have access to, if you have a smartphone, you have access to every musician, every single motivational speaker, every single athlete highlight. Like you can find author, so
academic.
We don't have
professor,
and it's all ranked by views, so you know what you're getting is good based off of views most of the time. Like obviously a viral video of like Honey Boo Boo like running around or something like, and it gets.
I'm glad that's done, dude.
Me too. That was bad for the game.
Yeah, that was a step backwards. Because I think it really promoted a lot of.
So it's white people that are stepping back the game.
Well, it's white people on those fucking channels, dude, that are just trying to make like being regular seem glorified, and. I mean, not that, like, I'm not going to sit here and say you got to be extraordinary or anything, but, like, extraordinary. But I think not promoting unhealthy decisions constantly would be a good call.
For sure. I mean, because, like, you just can't, like.
Here's the thing. You can't dummy Twinkies all day. And you can't dummy potato chips all day.
But does it help? Well, no.
And you can't be sitting there farting and laughing at it either.
You hate bowel humor.
It's not funny.
Walkie-talkie humor, bowel humor, and then cat humor you don't like. I know that. Children. I don't like The Office.
I don't like children humor. Yeah, I don't like The Office either.
Never could get into it. And
I don't even know if I've ever tried to watch The Office.
I've tried. It just anything that like mainstream, and this is the hipster in me coming out, but like it just is tough to like, because like when everyone's always talking about it, it's like I just don't really like at this point. You know, there's 8 seasons. It's just tough, but
Yeah, you can count me out. I'm really not interested in.
I had to watch The Office. I dated my first girlfriend. I'm not gonna name anything, but she was a big fan of The Office. I could never get into it, and I don't know, like,
I feel like
how shitty is it?
I feel like relationships these days are so dependent on people's fucking shows
and interest. Yeah, my best times, like when I am in a relationship, my best times are when you are watching a show, like when you have a show together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When that show's over, shit. See your relationship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I remember I'm kind of in the same boat with one of my exes, but we had like constant shows, that we would watch. But it got to the point where it was so unhealthy to be coming home watching our shows, like binge watching Game of Thrones or whatever. This is where I got thick. I was getting thick.
Oh, I know you're talking. Okay, because at first I didn't even know who you were talking about.
I was like, we were drawing the shade down and eating In-N-Out burger and fucking frozen pizza all the time. And she stayed little and hot, and I just got thick and.
Ain't that the worst? Here's the problem with relationships today, and especially if you're like Jay and I here, but like I
was a schlop, dude.
Like, you date a girl, and like here's how it works with relationships. Like, you guys get together, like it's really fun, you're really cool in the beginning, and then like the girl stays the same, I feel like, most of the time, and then you just get like shittier and shittier and shittier.
Yeah, the girl always stays the same hot.
Yeah.
But then
they get hotter like
somehow,
immediately. Like the day you break up.
Yeah.
The day you break up, you look at their Instagram and they post that one.
Not even the day, it's like a week later.
It's whenever they post that first picture, you're like, God, fuck, what did I do? I was such an idiot. And
then you think it's your fault. But then
mind plays tricks on you.
Sometimes
then it all works out, but
sometimes you just have to amount people to being beautiful, and that's it. And then
there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't get why people are always so quick to like hate and talk shit after a breakup, because it's like, like the way I look at a breakup, it's just like, oh, we just want different things. That's it. We just want different things. Nothing wrong with that. You go your way, I go mine. If I see you, I'll say hello.
Yeah. I think the hardest thing is like I feel like a lot of games that get played in today's relationships. I mean, fortunately, I don't think I've had to deal too much with it, but I definitely hear of friends and stories where just the games are like, I'll see games being played out.
I see,
even with celebrities.
You see it all the time. Well, it sucks because like everything is so glorified on TV that like you don't even know. Like there's a show that's very popular that they don't know these people, and then they take them out on dates, and then they propose by the end of the show.
And we got animals living in people's houses, too.
Dude, don't even get me fucking started. Take a minute. If you're sitting anywhere and you have a pet, look at it for 5 seconds. Don't say anything. They're going to stare back at you. And then think to yourself, holy shit, there's a fucking animal in my house. How did this even become a thing?
And you paid for it.
And you paid for it. And you
continue to pay for it.
Yeah. And you take it to the vet.
You take it to a place.
You buy it food. You feed it. You go out of your way to take care of it. I'm pro pet. I am pro pet. I love pets. I like certain pets. I love dogs.
You like Ari.
I like Ari, Justin's dog. He's cool.
Blue's cool.
Blue's cool, who's my dog that's living with my grandmother.
You say Mimi, dude. It's just us.
Yeah, just Mimi. You would call her Mimi. But
Ease up, dude. Just relax.
dude,
Just hey. Do you need some water?
don't big brother me.
I'm just saying, man. If you're feeling uncomfortable,
No, I'm not.
If you're running out of things to say, I know we've been at this for a while.
I'm not. I don't ever run out of things to say.
I-
How about that? How about I tell you when I run out of things to say? How about I tell you when to talk? This is my fucking show now. Fuck the Weber boys. It's the Z hour. It's the Zauer hour, baby.
It's the sour hour.
I'm taking this ship over.
What do you do?
My mic was $10 more than your mic. What's up?
That's true.
That means I'm host, you're co.
Well, it doesn't.
What's up, co?
You're
And your first name starts with a J. We should start calling you JUCO. Like junior
That's-
college.
We shouldn't call me that.
Could. JUCO Justin.
That's gonna be
Hashtag JUCO Justin. Dude, if we I swear, dude, if we like were actually like a good podcast and like a bunch of people were listening and stuff, that would be a t-shirt for sure. JUCO Justin. I'm gonna save that in the old memory bank and run it back when we blow up like we thought we would. I can't do a good Biggie.
Yeah, I can.
You could do a good Biggie.
You know who you could do a good impression of?
Who?
Who you do like a really good impression of?
Who?
There's two people.
Who?
You ready?
Yeah.
One's Will Smith.
Really?
No.
Yeah, no.
No, you actually do a pretty good Tupac though. I always get crunk when
Can you feel me?
when you,
See, that wasn't it.
no, but when you are in character with the Tupac thing, I
gotta be
do get pretty
listening to
excited.
the song a little bit. And
Well, I get crunk because I'm thinking like maybe he is alive. You know, you just never know.
you never know. It's an unsolved mystery.
Unsolved mystery. I'm pretty sure he's alive, dude. He's got to be alive.
I don't know.
He can't not be.
I mean, he's pronounced dead. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess. Where are you at on most conspiracies? Do you err on the side of TV or do you dig into it? Do you get into it?
It depends on the topic. You know, if it's something that concerns me and something that keeps me up at night, like the Vegas shooting, that bothered me.
I cried.
I know you did. You woke me up that morning and said, "Yo, bro, look, check this out."
That was a tough day for me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate country music. Like I don't
Burning
hate
Man.
country music, but
Today
I
is
hate
country music.
I hate Jason Aldean kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever play Jason Aldean near me, or Rascal Flatts, or fucking Lady Antebellum, or Florida Georgia Line.
Most of them, most of them I'm all set on.
Yeah,
most of them.
If you're gonna come around here with country, you better come correct. I'm talking Eric Church, who's
Church is
probably the
cool.
coolest person I know.
Chris Stapleton, I fuck with.
Chris Stapleton, I'm a fan of.
Moral of the story is don't wear cowboy hats in public.
Well, also the moral of the story is too, don't like Garth Brooks.
Yeah, how weird is I did buy. I was really into country at one point.
Me too.
We both were.
I still love country, like Johnny Cash and Waylon. In fact, I was listening to Johnny Cash radio all day on Pandora.
Dude,
And we're back.
we're back.
We're back.
All right. Yeah, pretty much that's all I got to say about relationships.
Yeah.
They're tough these days, though, man. They really are, man. It's tough to.
It's tough to find something that works, but
Yeah, it is.
you know what? There's someone out there for everybody. So
There is.
if you're out there and you're alone, don't give up. Just keep your head to the grind and keep trying to be a
Be
better
careful though, on Tinder, on Bumble. I mean, there and whatever you're on.
person. Yeah, you matched with a bot today.
I did. You run into that. You also run into just all kind. You run into so much things that you've never seen before. And Justin described it.
Nailed
perfect. He described all the different dating apps as like Old Town or whatever city, you know, you're in, whatever city you go to and party, the row of bars,
The clubs.
Old Town, the clubs,
clubs.
the strip in Vegas, whatever. It's just like that because you get the same people on all of them, the same types of people, same crowd of people, but you just see that person at different times
In different places. But it's the same people that go.
But it's the same people that are going to them.
Yeah, it's
So
all
like,
the same people that go to all the clubs.
Like
It's just you see them at different clubs in different ways. So
Yeah.
basically, you're trying to see like, all right, do I like this? Do I like this chick on here?
sometimes they look better on one than they do the other.
But do I like them on there?
You know, just like at the club, like maybe the lighting at
Dude,
the club is better here.
I'm
there.
I'm not even on any of the. I'm not even on any dating apps. Reason being, though, is because I don't ever get a match. I don't ever get a swipe. And like I was sitting there for 2 weeks, and I'm sitting there on Bumble, and I was like,
Let's start a hashtag. Find Justin a match.
no, I don't want that to happen for sure. I for sure don't want that to happen. But
How much of a bad idea does that sound?
terrible. But yeah, dude, it'd be like 2 weeks that go by, and I would have I would have three, you know, like that are blurred out and says you got 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Pay for some shit, and you get to see what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
After 2 weeks, and I'm like, all right, so you're telling me I've been on here for 2 weeks, and I couldn't even get a tranny?
Easy.
I'm just
What are
saying,
they?
dude. I'm just saying,
Ease
I
up
can't
on
even
them.
get.
They have types.
I can't get a thick chick. I can't get.
Ease up on them. They got
tranny.
types.
You know what I got? You know what I got? Because just to see, I was curious of who the 3 were. Swipe, swipe, swipe. All thick country girls looking to go shooting.
Have you ever even shot a gun?
I've never even shot a gun, dude. That's another thing. People think that I would fit in that world, and I got news for you, dude. I've never even shot a gun.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm in a different situation. I see.
You're a little more handsy.
I see the. Yeah, but I don't get country girls ever. They're not in it. I get like.
You get hip hop chicks,
Yeah, maybe.
which is code for black chicks.
All right. Yeah. And look, I'm an equal opportunity employer. You know, I'm okay with, you know, like.
As you should be, dude.
I don't have a type.
No. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Because you can't really just say
all
that
right,
now.
female. Female's my type.
So you're that guy. You'll fuck whatever.
Easy. I'm not a piece of meat, you know?
Well, but are the women?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying, dude, I don't have a type as in, like, I don't really, like, there's some girls that pull things off better than others. I don't know. You're walking me down a fucking political correct
I'm just
shit
kidding,
show.
dude. I'm just fucking with you.
You're trapping
No, I
me.
know what you're saying. And I feel the same way, dude. Like, I could really find beauty in every kind of woman. I think the nice way to say what you were trying to say is, like, it doesn't really matter. I don't have a type as far as, like, blonde or brunette. It just kind of depends on the situation.
Like, don't have purple or, like...
You don't look like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think that, you know, that is just what it is.
Yeah, I mean...
Everything is everything.
But anyways, yeah, it's...
So what we were talking about when we went to take a piss is the fact that we feel like this episode is much more... It might not be better, and we get that just because we're new and we're just trying to learn and get better, and every time we get on the mic is all we can do. It may not be better per se, but I feel a lot more like myself this time around. I feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, me too.
You know what you were kind of doing? You know what you were doing on the last one and what I was doing?
Like take two or like you're like talking first one
For
that we tried
first,
shooting the other day.
the first go around.
Yeah. What'd I do?
Well, I feel like what you did was you were a little bit too much of like a corny police. You know, like sometimes how you get because you listen to a lot of 90s hip hop.
You get that way.
You know really where the line is on the corniness. And you know, it just
I shut it down.
it was a little too cool. It just felt like it was too cool. And
then you started picking up on it.
well, I just because I went into my
'Cause
shell.
you shut down.
I went into my shell because
I made you feel insecure because I was feeling insecure.
a little bit.
That's what it boils down to. But that goes to my fear of public speaking. You know, like because like for me, what I used to
But
do
again,
to cope with that.
not a single person is listening to us right now.
I understand that, but the capability's there. You know what I mean? It's like starting a YouTube channel. Like you're gonna have like 5 people view it.
Yeah, but nobody's watching you do it. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
I heard that the other day on I think it was like on Wednesday after we had fucking we were so shitty.
We just butchered it. I watched so many podcasts and listened to so many, just trying to get that comfort. You know what I mean?
But I was
And sit in
listening.
that.
I was listening to Rogan talk to somebody, and he was like, people get nervous sometimes, especially when they're talking to Rogan about like some scientific shit or some controversial shit, and but he's always sitting there, he's just like, hey, it's just us. It's just nobody's even listening to us. It's just us in a room. Not a single person can hear us.
It's nuts, man.
Which is true. And it happened to be one where he was not live. It was a pre-recorded one.
Mm.
So there was a lot of truth to that because at the time it was just them, you know, and just like right now, I mean, this is not live, but it's just us. So whether or not people ever do hear it or they don't, it doesn't change what's happening right this second, and that's that you and I are just talking.
Well, I think
to
that's
each
what
other.
comes in too, is because like, you know, when you think of like the self-conscious side of it, no one's listening to you, but like when you post it, like, you know, like, all right, we can't say, like, we can fuck around and say, oh yeah, no one's listening, no one's gonna listen kind of thing, which like part of me thinks that, but like there's gonna be a few people that tune in, and the only problem is like if those few people don't like it and they just shit on it, then that is like, and then like, but you get like really no positive feedback, or like if say like 3 people watch it, you have to live with that fear as you're sending it out there, especially if you're starting out from blank. You know, you and I are starting from blank. It's not like we came from something, we came with the following that people are like fucking waiting for us to start a podcast, and here we are just giving it to the world.
Yeah.
We're open fire, dude. We got a target, like there's a target on that back for a new podcast. You can either shut it down real quick or you can get it going real quick.
Yeah, but like at the same time too, I personally, and I don't think you do either, it's not like either of us have a motive for this page to be like, to be anything other than just us hanging out and talking about stuff, because, you know, I think with what you're talking about, that's true for like...
I'm talking more broad, yeah.
Like
I'm not necessarily
business.
saying this.
Like our
a business, a YouTube channel. I'm just saying in general, because I feel like it's a problem that like we feel so scared as a society to start new things and to do things that are publicized because of what other people are gonna say.
Yeah.
And I think it stems from like, I don't even know, because it like maybe the school system, because like everything's pinned up against people with grades, and then in sports like everything's so competitive that when you become an adult, if I were to want to have started a podcast, I've always wanted to start a podcast. Just for whatever reason, it was as soon as I figured out about them, I wanted one, just because I like to talk. But
Yeah, you do love to get that mouth moving.
Yeah.
I do too now.
Yeah, you do too now. You've got a mouthpiece on you now. The problem is, though, back to my original point, is that, like, they...
Who's
I fucking
they?
forgot it. People,
Who's they?
Viewers.
But who's viewing this?
No, I'm not saying us specifically. I'm saying for anyone
But who's
starting
viewing
something.
anything, though? Who's viewing anything? Because, like,
click.
a small
People
portion...
are watching your recording.
I understand that, but a small portion of it is, like, people that you actually know.
Because
I
understand
when you really
that.
take it into the grand scheme of things, you know, it's like there's going to be a lot of people that don't like there's way more people that we don't know than we do know. And so, like, when we're doing this or even doing whatever else we're doing, we can't make it about the people that we know.
Right.
Because that's such a small percentage of, like, everybody.
Yeah, I know, but what my point is, though, like, when you're starting out and, like, you don't have that everybody, the only voices you're going to hear are the people that you know. So if the people that you know aren't on board with what you're doing, then, like, you're going to know pretty quick. And then it can be discouraging as fuck. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think it would stop me because I don't know where I stand with people and how many people truly know who I am now in today's time. So I'm, like, I feel...
Why have you changed?
Not, like, in the way that girls say they've changed in their 20s. No, I'm not going to bite Dalia's bit, but if you guys want to know the rest of that joke, go to Netflix.
Promo code Zach.
Promo code Zach. Promo code
Hour. No. Promo code Z Weber at yahoo.com. The password is...
What?
What's your password? So people can get into Netflix and watch the show. I'm giving them a code.
I'm giving out my Netflix password. What are you, crazy?
Dude, I'm just giving them a code so that they can watch the show. And just your email and your password, since we don't have a discount code yet.
Password's embarrassing.
Speaking of that, there was this chick that friended me on Snapchat a long time ago.
I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, but this chick was, like, a little older, and she was super weird. I have no idea how she found me.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I don't even know what they look like. They have these random ass names that I just get added by random names.
Well, this chick was, like, a Filipino looking chick, and she would just constantly post naked, like, videos and pictures, and she had like a website that she directed people to, and then she did all these things for them. And but, like, she would have, I would remember seeing a story, and she'd be like, trying to watch Netflix, whose password can I use?
Oh.
And, like, within 5 minutes, she would be like, okay, guys, I already got like 30 accounts, thanks. And then she would post a picture of her, like, watching some shit on Netflix. So either she was making some shit up, or that people were really giving her their info.
For sure were.
But,
dude, guys will do that shit because they want to hook it up.
The first time I saw that, I was like, I shouldn't even be friends with you on here.
Dude, that's snaky. We could tie that back in with today's relationships in some senses.
I'm sure she was dating someone too. I'm sure she was dating someone.
And you know, they had that Snapcash thing too. I don't know if that's still a thing.
I don't know.
You could send people money.
I don't ever go on Snapchat.
Snapchat's dead.
I literally hate it.
I don't go to Snapchat anymore.
I have, like, 2 friends that Snapchat me shit, but other than that, just not finding me on there anymore.
I mean, it's fun when you're younger and, like, you have, like, you got your roster of, like, when you're single and young, like, your roster of who you're sending your
single and young.
Zach,
you're 21 years old. Don't talk. Like,
yeah, I'm saying like single and, like, young, like high school.
Do you have a roster, Z?
Not anymore.
You had a roster?
Like a very small.
Are you that guy?
No, I had like a little league team. Well, that came off wrong. I had like a. It was more like a. It was like a kickboxing class, you know? Like a small gym. It was like 4 people, 5 maybe. At that time.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you send it to like. You know, it was such a senior year of high school thing I did, man. Like I would take a selfie, then I'd send it to like 4 or 5
chicks.
4 or 5 chicks.
They'd send you something back, a little something.
One out of 5 usually would, if that.
Not a great closing ratio.
No. Well, but I think that they could smell that, like,
a little bit desperate.
He sent this to a few.
You can always tell. I can always tell.
This
when
went out
chicks,
to mass.
Yeah, I know when chicks do that too. It bugs the shit out of me. Don't send me something that's supposed to be on your story.
Yeah.
And also,
or if you post it on your story,
do not send it.
Shit.
Yeah, don't send it to my personal.
Just you can't do that.
I don't. It's rude.
It is.
Especially if we're like talking or kind of talking, because it's like, really, you're kind of throwing it in my face.
Yeah. How are we on the sound? Are we still good?
Dude, we're crystal clear. Speaking of crystal, it's about time to wrap this up.
Yeah, we got to head out to the club tonight, dude. We're getting out. We're
getting after it.
We're trying to be less socially awkward, and you know what? That's the point of this podcast.
There it is.
Are
we doing this? Are we saying the name of the podcast?
Yeah. That's the point of this podcast, is in attempts, that should be the bio. The Weber boys take on their journey to become less socially awkward.
Fuck your bio.
Because I feel like if enough people hear us like this, we're not going to be socially awkward because people are going to know us.
Nah, fuck your bio.
Do you have any DM sliding ground rules?
Do I have any DM sliding ground rules?
Yeah. Like, do you think that there's like a set of, like...
No, I do. I think like and I'm not a pro DM slider or anything like that anymore. When Twitter first came out and I was playing for the Thunderbirds, we were really at the forefront of, because that was kind of like right when Twitter first came out. We were on the forefront of the DM slide.
Yeah, you and all your boys were cleaning house. I remember. I used to see your boy.
If he is about to be in the NHL, please don't say names.
He's not. He's not that I've heard of still even playing hockey, but you don't know who I'm talking about. The one that had that older chick. And you were also talking to the other older chick. Was she a teacher?
Yeah, dude, he is playing hockey still, and we definitely can't talk about all the details of that.
I know, but
because here's the thing: is he's playing hockey for the government pretty much. Because he goes to Air Force. But
moving on.
But I can talk about it. And but basically, what we did was we slid in, and I had a teammate, dude, that had a full on Twitter relationship with this chick that was like 12 years older, maybe. And then, I mean, it got to the point. It was so weird because me and my boy, we'd play Xbox every day. We'd play, I think, Modern Warfare 3 was out. This chick got an Xbox 360.
I remember that.
Got Xbox Live and was like jumping on and playing with us, and was just dog shit. She just would get dummied.
That's brutal.
She was just getting dummied, and we made it to where she was not allowed to have the same clan tag as us, but she could be in our party.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a weird deal.
People are weird.
But that was the original. Those were the original. Those were the original DMs. I think
it's gotten way more control now.
I definitely want to retouch on the DM sliding. You know, I think we're a little pressed for time today, but
yeah.
I think all in all, we'll get into the DM slides next week.
Yeah.
We'll pick up where we left off. Anyways, we got to get out to the club.
Make a note.
I just want to thank Yuzi for giving us a second shot here doing this.
Third.
And, a third shot, yeah, because you fucked up your mic on the second. We're halfway through. Killing it. And then your mic was not working.
And also, too, just bear with us as we're gonna try and get some better video probably within the next couple weeks. Like we're gonna try and get a new camera to make it look a little cleaner, look a little better.
Well, and just
sound.
Like
we're just looking to upgrade everything.
We're just trying to learn. We're just trying to learn how to maximize production value. We're just trying to figure all this stuff out as we go.
Kind of on hand. We don't have like a coach or anything.
And have fun with it. I mean, that's really what it is. We're just trying to be creative and have fun.
And also, too, if you look up like on YouTube or something how to start a podcast, all the people making those videos are people that are making podcasts that you want nothing to do with.
Nothing.
So you kind of have to just start from scratch and watch a lot of, the ones that you like and then just try and formulate your own thing. But
be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
That's what that's what we should call the title of this is Be Yourself.
Be yourself. Don't write on my desk.
It's a pencil.
Zach, I'm telling you, don't write on my desk. It's gonna fuck it up.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
You're right.
All right. Well, let's
right.
Because I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too.
Let's go get some on a Friday night.
Let's go get some food. Yeah, we're total animals.
All right.
Or losers. Anyways,
definitely losers because we're doing a podcast on a Friday night and we're not going out. Well, we are going out now, but more like of a thing that because we feel like we have to, not because we really want to. Well, we do want to, but we also never go out because we don't have any friends, and you don't want to go out with just two dudes because that's a bad look. But tonight we have a few others joining. So it's an exciting moment for us. So we're going to wrap this up.
The back of the club, sipping Moe is where you'll find me.
Mac and Hose, his crew behind him.
I don't know about Mac and Hose. Peace.
Light.